Hello, hello. I am out for a walk. The temperatures a few weeks ago went down and it was starting to get cool and crisp. This morning, I can't exactly say the same thing. I am probably, if you saw me right now walking and you were like driving by or walking by or biking by, you'd be like, that lady's kind of crazy. She has 4 dogs like wrapped around her, like not literally wrapped around, but I wear this little thing around my waist and I put the dogs on it, and from there we go for a walk. So that is what we're doing today. I wanted to reflect on putting roots down in Phoenix 15 years ago this year. I literally love this state and city, Phoenix, Arizona. Really from an early age, I knew I wanted to live here. So in 1995, I got my first pet. It was a Jack Russell Terrier, and I named him Phoenix because my plan when I graduated from my small town in Iowa, I was going to move to Phoenix. So I knew that 10 years before even like coming here. And I've always been a huge dog lover. And people ask like, how did you end up in Phoenix? And I'm like, whoa, it was like deeply rooted within me of like what I wanted to do. And I always knew I wanted to come out here at college and be a college student here. And I fell in love with this state for a lot of reasons. I love the people in this state. I love the sun. So it's always like bright and sunny, and you can tell that from today. I love the landscape. I love the openness. I now love the property we live in. We bought our dream home in 2018. So it was 2 years ago this month where we bought a piece of property where we can like make it our own, and we can catch rainwater, we can have gardens, we're homebodies, so we like to have the home where we feel all of our hobbies are in. And so it's actually created me to be more of a homebody, and I'm okay with that. I did not think I was going to be a business owner. I didn't know the first things about how to even go about doing it when I initially moved here, but I started a pet sitting business in 2005. I had like 2 or 3 clients, and that started growing because the word got out that I was a great pet sitter. So I got to a place where I was like, I couldn't even serve all of my clients. So I'm like, I'm gonna have some team members help me do the jobs I can't do. So then I started to understand how I could make more money from me not having to be there. So I had my pet sitting business, but let's be honest, I wasn't growing it. It was just organically growing, but I was still going to school, and I had to work corporate jobs. I worked full-time going through 6 years of school, 4 years of undergrad and 2 years of my master's, and I worked really hard. And I purchased a home in 2009, right when I graduated from ASU, and then I went and got my master's. But all this time, I was working corporate jobs full time, like during the day, and just making it work. And I would have to, like, the days became long because sometimes I would have to work in the early evenings at my job because I had to like leave for a little while to go to school. So looking back, I don't know how I made it work, but I did. And here I am. And so, working a corporate job, I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like, this is not gonna work long term. And I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. When I was a kid, I would go to invention convention and I would create products and see if they would ever hit the market. They didn't, but that's okay. It like showed me that I did have an entrepreneurial spirit from a really young age, and I loved creating. And to this day, that is the one thing I really love to do with my businesses is create and allow them to run on their own. It's pure magic, really, if you get to this place. So finally with corporate jobs, I'm like, I've had it. I can't do this. So I ended up deciding to look for another business that was complementary to the pet industry, and I found a brick and mortar pet grooming location, small mom and pop, 400 square feet, small little shop. The owner was the groomer. So in that case, I wasn't going to learn how to groom, but I had to understand the bare bones of the business. And that's really how it all started. So in 2013, I purchased my first pet grooming location. I had no money. I always tell people I had no business buying a business or even looking for a business. I was like $60,000, $70,000 in debt. And a business that is kind of established costs money. So I ended up getting a line of credit to buy this grooming shop. And from there, I started creating a community in Phoenix. I started really reaching out and being connected with people. And that's really how my business grew so much that I then had an opportunity to purchase other grooming shops and go into other communities. And so that was really my focus. Once I started building one community of a grooming shop, I was like, what else can I do to create more communities? And that was to buy more brick and mortar pet grooming locations in different communities to serve other people in these communities. So that is my fun story of how I got to where I am today, but it's really about creating community and collaborations. And I feel really strongly and passionate about it because I've seen it work. I've seen it work for my pet grooming businesses, but also now my consulting business. I am back in my office. It's been a beautiful, beautiful journey since 2005 when I landed in Phoenix and all the way up to today. But my business growth has really been that I love to create and build and then maintain it and not have to be that one that actually does the work. And it's pure bliss. Like, I get to do what I love every single day. And that is pure, pure bliss. And to me, that is my freedom. I also have to note that I am a huge action taker. So the moment I think of something, I literally act on it. And that has been something in my life that I have always been like, I think of something, I want to create it. I want to read something, I read it. If I want to go take a risk, I take a risk. I don't really go into detail about how is it going to work, the why. I just do it because I feel it. I feel it within me. And I encourage you to get out of that comfort sometimes, because some of the best things that actually happen is when we get comfortable and feel it. So try it out. I hope you enjoyed the video today, all about some backstory of my entrepreneurship, but the main takeaway that I want you to know from this is create community and collaboration. And if you haven't, check out my previous YouTube all about community and collaboration. Have a great day.